And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stan Salter, along with our odds maker, Keith Fusel. We have a fun Sunday coming up for you. We're going to tell you about Pegasus World Cup stuff next Saturday down there at Gulfstream. But real quick, let's recap a big Saturday here at Laurel Park. It was big, at least if you hit that late pick 5 that paid over $9,400. We don't need carryovers in the late pick 5 for it to pay big. It pays big every day with no carryover because of that industry low 12% takeout. So that was a nice $9,400 payout on the late pick 5 yesterday.
A couple $30 winners, help put that thing over the top there.
Dat Melody. Mike Gorham got him again.
Yeah, Gorham. I mean, that man,
sharp.
boy, he hits for prices, doesn't he?
He does.
Miss Altamira came in and rolled right up the rail after a little bit of a troubled beginning. Vargas just stayed inside, and we saw a little trend on this racetrack yesterday.
Right.
The inside kind of was your friend, especially around the turn. You could kind of shift out and make a little bit of a run through the stretch. But I got to say, walking in here 15, 20 minutes ago, checking out that racetrack, I thought it was going to be a sea of slop.
Right.
I left out of here last night. It was pouring down rain.
Sure, poured
what
all
a
night.
job by the track maintenance crew. Sealed that sucker up real tight. And right now, we've got a track labeled as good.
Okay.
It's harrowed, opened up. The wind is starting. I mean, we're going to get some gust here this afternoon. The temperatures are dropping, which will tighten that racetrack up a little bit. What a job that crew did today, or did last night to get it going.
All right, so we'll show you a picture of the main track and get to all that in a couple minutes. But real quick, next Saturday is the country's richest horse race, both on the dirt, the $9 million Pegasus World Cup on the dirt, and you have the $7 million Pegasus World Cup on the turf. You can win a Pegasus prize pack right here at Laurel Park next Saturday. If you can't make it down to Gulfstream Park, watch the Pegasus in our big sports book next Saturday with that 75-foot LED wall, so you can win a nice, cool Pegasus prize pack. Here's the probables for next Saturday, the Pegasus World Cup. Thanks to our man Phil Janak and Dave Joseph down there at Gulfstream for sending these up here. Accelerate, he's going to be your favorite, okay?
Yes.
He won the Breeders' Cup Classic last year. He'll be your favorite. Audible, last year's Florida Derby winner, is in there. Gunavera still going strong. He ran in the Preakness behind Cloud Computing, I believe. He's still going strong. He was He was a good second behind Accelerate in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Second or third, right? I think he was second behind Accelerate. My top pick is last year's Preakness runner-up, Bravazzo. He came the closest of anybody of beating Justify in the Triple Crown races last year. I think Bravazzo pulls off the upset in the Pegasus World Cup for the Hall of Famer D. Wayne Lucas.
Yeah, stellar field. Great job. My price users right now, initially just kind of a quick glance when I looked at PPs the other night, Seeking the Soul, Gunavera are going to be my kind of two users that I think you'll get close to double-digit odds, and we'll try to upset the apple cart, or at least enhance the exactas and tries, keying those two with a couple horses around there. Tough to leave out Accelerate or City of Light, no doubt. Coming off the layoff, City of Light hasn't been seen. Accelerate hasn't been seen, seen since the Breeders' Cup.
All right, how about the local horse, Something Awesome? He's been down there for a few weeks at Gulfstream, but he's a Laurel Park-based horse for trainer Jose Corrales. He won the Grade 3 General George last February, won the Grade 2 Charlestown Classic. He's by Awesome again. He's in top form right now for Stronach Stable and Jose Corrales. So Something Awesome, a local horse down there. Bravazzo, last year's Preakness runner-up, and some nice horses in that Pegasus World Cup on the turf as well. So that's the expected field right now. 11 starters right now on the dirt. They're looking for another. They're looking for a 12th starter in the Pegasus World Cup.
All right.
So if you still want tickets to get down there, South Florida, Hollandale Beach, Gulfstream Park, that's where you want to be for the Pegasus World Cup. Tickets on sale. Go to PegasusWorldCup.com. All right, so that's next Saturday. We have a nice little carryover today in our 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. That's going to start race 3 today on our 8-race program. There's the carryover, a few bucks shy of $3,200 in that Rainbow Pick 6 starting in race 3 today. All right, let's show you a picture of the main track. Yeah, I figured it would be sloppy or muddy as well, but they can't. No training this morning, so they worked on it all morning long, and looking pretty good here for the opener.
Yeah, and they had to. With the cold that was coming this burst, you couldn't have all. They had to squeeze out as much moisture as possible, and I said a great job. You see some little strips in there, but, man, I was right up close to it. I'm calling it good, and you've got that extra wind,
Sure.
that's coming. That's going to even help kind of take some of that moisture out of there. So 36 windy and cloudy, going to get colder as the day goes on. As the day goes on, take yourself up to the second floor too,
Sure.
to the little sports
Yeah.
book area, and enjoy some football starting at 4:05, I believe. So you got a great combination, 8 race card and some football action this afternoon.
Yeah, 4 o'clock
Yeah.
kickoff, right in time for Santa Anita out there in California. All right, let's get right to it here for the opener. Race 1's going to kick off that rolling super high 5. That has a low 15% takeout. That paid big. That paid over 9,800 in the last race yesterday. So keep your eye on that rolling super high 5. You can get a big pull and a big payout in that sometimes. Also, race 1 kicks off the early pick 5. Both your pick 5s, your best bet with that industry low 12% takeout. Mandatory payout on this early pick 5. I have a ticket. Let's take a look here. It's a $40 ticket. My late pick 5 is a $16 ticket. But I'm looking for a blow-up horse here in race 3. Race 3, you see I hit the all button. That's a big 10-horse field. Maiden 10,000, 4 and up, going a mile. All the favorites in there are very suspect and beatable. I'm looking for a long shot winner there in race 3. I hit the all button. I'm 4 deep here in the opener with the 1, 3, 4, 5. Race 2, I single on my best bet of the day, the 4 Tattooed. Trevor McCarthy aboard for Tim Keefe. McCarthy with a 2-win day Friday. He won 2 again yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, he's just steady as she goes, right? And like I say, great to see. Had that unfortunate last week, and it bounced right back. Like I said, we say a prayer every time these guys go out for what they deal with, and good to see Trevor healthy and ready to go.
All right, so I like him on the 4 Tattooed in race 2. I hit the all button in race 3. Another single there in race 4. Nice starter, handicap going 2 turns. The 5, Sarah's Treasure. She whistled wire to wire, last out at this level on an off track. Let's see if Katie Davis can do it again on Sarah's Treasure. Number 5 in race 4, then going 2 deep. That's a nice maiden special weight in the 5th. The 6, So Gracious in the 8, Our Curleen with McCarthy aboard. They look much the best there in race 5. So $40 ticket. If I can get a long shot home here in race 3, maybe I'll take down the whole early pick 5 pool.
Couple interesting firsters in the 5th race today. And talking about the early pick 5, don't get shut out. It paid $2,700 and change, I believe, yesterday. So, you're missing out if you're not getting involved in these early and late pick 5s with the 12% takeout.
All right, here we go. Race 1, we're going 5.5 furlongs on the main track, rated good, claiming 12,500. Philly and Mare's 4 and up. Never won 2. Lifetime is a condition. We both like the 3. Paz the Wine gets McCarthy aboard for Grand Motion. A nice maiden score. Maiden 10. That was back in November on a good racetrack, and then had a little time off. Came right back at this level last out on an off track once again. Late December and a good 3rd that day. So this horse will be right there once again today. 3 for 3 in the money here at Laurel Park. 3 for 4 in the money on an off track. You get McCarthy. So lots to like about the 3. Paz the Wine here in the opener.
This could be the trip horse when you break it all down, Stan. Plenty of speed in here. The 1, Dorothy Vaughn, Bagels and Locks, Angelina Starr. They all like to be forward. Paz the Wine, she had aim. She really didn't follow through like I thought she would last time. Shortening up a 16th of a mile might enhance the run. McCarthy going to have to time it just right here for trainer Graham Mosh, but certainly a user. I go inside, going to maybe hope that inside's still pretty good. We're going to follow it as the day goes on. But Dorothy Vaughn, a drop-in class, looks like, I don't know, the main speed. I think she's going to have to be sent from the inside. Can handle a little bit of pressure at this level and maybe escape with a victory. Owner-trainer, they're going well right now. 6 for 22 the last 30 days with a positive ROI. Dorothy Vaughn, claim maybe didn't completely pan out like they thought, but they're taking no prisoners. They're going to drop right back down to the 12-5. I like Paz the Wine. Interesting horse in here maybe is Josephine. Looking at the siblings, they all liked an off track. It was like 4 for 11 combined. Kind of a little bit of an unknown. Has never tried the main track. Should be okay though. I looked at the mare; she was fine on off track. So I think this horse is gonna be closing. Looks like a definite 1-run sprint type, and we'll have plenty of pace to target.
Your top pick, the 1 Dorothy Vaughn for Claudio Gonzalez, man, he's rolling along just like he left off 2018 as the leading trainer here in Maryland for the 2nd year in a row, and he's off and rolling here early 2019. 30% winners already here at this winter meet. 9 wins. He had 2 wins again yesterday, didn't he? Or at least one yesterday. He had 2 wins, I know, on Friday.
Friday.
So Claudio's rolling. He'll be tough with the one Dorothy Vaughn here in the opener. So I go 4 deep. I use you like the 135. I like the 135. I use the 4 as well here. The 4 bagels and locks. So it has speed. That's why I use the horse. Might just get in front on this off track, and if he can finish, if she can finish a little bit better than last time. She was the favorite at this level last out and faded, but maybe she gets loose on the lead, so I throw her in there.
Yeah, she's going to be part of the flow, as is the 5, Angelina Starr.
Sure,
so,
yeah.
she's never really run a bad race, has she?
No.
We haven't even talked about her taking even a little bit of a drop in class.
Yep.
Is Angelina Starr. So highly competitive event. Like I say, all these horses, right around that 5-2, 3, 7-2 range. It's going to be a group of them. Like I say, the horse is probably going to trip out is Paz the Y. But man, I expect a little more punch there late last time out.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 2 will kick off the early pick 4. We're going a flat mile, 25,000 starter allowance, condition 4 and up. Never won 3 is the condition here for race 2. Let's start here with the 3, Crush It. You have Crush It on top for trainer Mary Epler. We have a video spotlight of this 4-year-old son of Not for Love. Here's the race, December 30th. A nice win going a mile on a fast track.
Yeah, just track the contested pace and just cruising up. Look at this, just under a mild hand ride, turning for home, then responds through the final 3/16 of a mile. Crush It through the 2 in life condition. Going to go ahead and widen under the left-handed urging and then hold sway late. I tell you, Mary Epler does a great job of getting horses to kind of just steadily progress through the distances. This horse has got the bottom right now. I think he's the best finisher in this race at the 1-turn mile. I think it's predominantly a 1-run sprinter. He's going to make that run. Will he continue? This horse is in very good form right now. Off of a top fig. We've got a stat for Mary Epler as well. Look at this. The last 2 years, 8 for 34, 24%. Dirt routers off of a top fig in last with a positive ROI. Crush It going to sit the trip. The walk from the inside, I believe, is going to be the target. Improved effort, drastically improved effort last time out. Took pressure, was able to kick clear on a sloppy sealed surface. Now jumps up a little bit. Crush It, though, I think has enough tactical speed to lay close, just like you saw last time. If he's there turning for home, I think he can outfinish the rest.
Yeah, I can't knock the horse much. I didn't use the horse. A real tough race. I just did not get to the horse, but in good form right now for a top barn. It was a good stat, good video we had there of the 3, Crush It. You like my top pick.
Sure.
I made the 4 Tattooed, my best bet of the day. And partly because the leading rider, McCarthy, is on this 4-year-old son of Edge for trainer Tim Keefe, been knocking at the door at this level the last 2 starts. A real good second with a wide trip last out. Good second behind Sparty on a sloppy track last out. So the horse likes an off track. Ran an 84 Beyer 2 starts ago and then regressed a little bit in Beyer last out. Maybe he bounces back to a bigger 80-some Beyer today. So I go with the 4 Tattooed on top.
Yeah, I think you'll see this horse maybe drop in, save a little bit more ground. You see the short coming 5 deep last time early on. Maybe hug that rail around the turn before tipping out and make a run. McCarthy's good at that. We've seen him. He rides jump, jive, and wail like that. He did it with that Melody. He's one of the better riders at getting the horses to sit and really finish in time to run. But Tattoo, he's run hard his last 2 races. Just been a little unlucky running a couple better horses in those tries.
All right, so competitive early daily double here on this Sunday afternoon. Let's turn the page to 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. Don't sleep on this now. It starts a race earlier than normal. Normally starts in the 4th. Today on our 8-race program, it's going to start in race 3. There's the carryover, $3,173 in today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. Let's take a look here at the 3rd. This is the race I hit the all button on for my early Pick 5 ticket. An absolute wide open affair here. Race 3, 10-horse field, maiden 10,000 4 and up, going a mile. You have the 8 on top. The 8 is yes means no. We have a stat on the 8 yes means no for trainer Robbie Bales. Here's the stat.
A little sneaky stat here. We're going back 5 years and not a huge sample, but it's a positive one. 3 for 10 and 6 for 10 in the money is Robbie Bales with maiden claimers, second off of a layoff on the dirt. ROI of 351. That's going to work for me. This horse was wide every step of the way. Poised into the far turn, made a little run, a little fade. Definitely needed that race. Shortens up in distance, has the back figures to do it, and is going to offer the best value, compared to the 2, the 4, and the 9. I think this horse is going to have a lot more bottom this afternoon, a little more finish. I like that Sheldon Russell stays aboard.
Sure, I'll take them 10 to 1. We'll get a nice price on the 8. Yes means no. I hit the all button here. Let's do maybe a little reverse handicap and showies. I'm going to tell you however one of these favorites can get beat. The 4 Stevie's Joy, my top pick, a 5-year-old 0 for 11 maiden. He's been second at this level the last 2. He's not very fast early. He's a closer, so he'll rally to get a piece of it once again today. And it might not be good enough to win it. Same thing with Maynooth. He's slow early.
Yes.
He's capable of winning at this level. He's taking a drop, but he's slow early. He just comes late to get a piece of it. The 2, Mike the Tiger with McCarthy aboard for Jason Egan. Didn't run very well last out in the slop. Takes a little drop today. I like the 8. Yes means no. That horse can win at a big price. I'm looking for a blow up here in maiden 10 in this maiden 10.
If who's going to blow it? If you got that one long shot, I know you don't have it at the top, but who do you think is your best price shot to blow it up? Is it the 8 maybe for Robbie?
Yeah. Well, you got Russell, top connections there. Russell, Robbie Bales. How about the 6, Eagle Caviar? You get Rosario Montanez aboard from Maldonado. Those are live connections. The horse is in ugly form right now, but anything can happen in this race.
I think my sneaky would maybe be the 5, be honest with you. 30 to 1 morning line might be the speed. Just go ahead and send.
All right.
Yeah, that would be it. So there you go. There's race 3. Take a shot with yes means no.
All right, let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, I like the late pick 5 today. I have a $16 late pick 5 ticket. We'll check it out right after this.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
All right, welcome back. I like both pick 5s today. The early pick 5 starts in the opener. The late pick 5 starts in race 4 today on our 8-race program. No carryover, but we had no carryover yesterday, and it still paid over $9,400. Industry low, 12% takeout means more money back in your pocket when you hit the pick 5s here at Laurel Park. Race 4, we're going a mile and a 16th. A nice starter, handicap, $45,000 purse. Filly mares 3 and up. It's a $16,000 starter handicap. And the 5, Sarah's Treasure. There's my late pick 5 ticket. Thanks, guys. $16 ticket. I single on the 5, Sarah's Treasure here in race 4. She galloped last out, wire to wire in the slop for trainer Robin Graham against the same group. So I'm going right back to the 5, Sarah's Treasure here in race 4. Race 5's a nice maiden special weight. I like the 6, So Gracious, and the 8, R. Curleen. Race 6, that's a nice allowance race for 3-year-olds. The 3, Hall Pass, and the 1, that would be Grand. Look tough there. Race 7, a nice allowance race going 6 furlongs. I go 4 deep there with the 1, 3, 6, and the 8 in race 7. And then the finale, that's an open 12-5 claimer going a mile. I like the 5 on top, Monkey's Medal for Mike Gorham. But the 3, Blame the Kids, should be tough in there for trainer Kieran McGee. So there's my ticket. Very affordable, $16 play for my late pick 5. You can check out all of our tickets and our picks on the laurelpark.com website underneath the handicapping tab. Let's take a look here at the 4th race. These starter handicaps have given us some nice races, big purses. It's a series that started last December, a month ago here at Laurel Park. So we've seen these group of runners last December. There's a trainer bonus at the end. So it's a nice little wintertime starter handicap series we have here. And the 5, Sarah's Treasure, she whistled against this group. Last out, December 21st, in the slop, going a mile, went right to the front with Katie Davis aboard and won at 29-1. That was the first start off the claim for Robin Graham. Now, she had this mare before. Lost a horse for $25,000 last August. Claimed her back for 12.5 and gets a nice win first off the claim. So she's a two-time winner in the off-going. I like that. The 5, Sarah's Treasure, going right to the front, hopefully, here in race 4, see if she can go all the way again.
Yeah, it was nursed along, handled the pressure, was able to kind of shake free and hold on late. Going to try to pair up wins, but Robin Graham's had some luck doing that. So it bodes well for the 5, Sarah's Treasure. I think in this field will be the target. Maybe the 3 goes to the 4, sends a little bit. A Lady Terp is out of that race. December the 21st was the beaten favorite. I thought just had a really tough trip. Was sent from the inside, a little too keen, a little too eager early on, and it got the best of her through the final 1/8 of a mile. She draws outside. I know it's a 7 post in a mile and a 16th race, but she's a mare that can bounce back off of an effort like her last, and she can kind of make her run from a little bit further back off the pace. I think she's going to be able to draft in, save a little bit of ground, and make a steady progression and make amends for that try on the 21st.
Yeah, Lake's done well with this mare. She's made over $335,000, 3 wins on an off-track, 8 wins here at Laurel Park, and a rider change here on the 7, Lady Terp. Make the rider Trevor McCarthy on the 7, Lady Terp. So, yeah, the 7 will be tough. We both like the 1 here, Bodega Bay, for Anthony Ferrier. Jevion Toledo will ride. This horse 0 for 2 in the off-going, but a decent third last out, going 2 turns, January 11th. That was just 9 days ago against second-level allowance company, Moon Virginia. She's a nice mare who won that race. So Bodega Bay coming out of a strong race.
She's a little in and out with her numbers. That's the thing. Can she pair up races? She comes back quick. Maybe that's a positive sign. And was under a hammerlock down the backside, made a little move, got wide, and just kind of dropped back and came again late. It was an interesting little run for Bodega Bay. Draws inside. I don't think this horse is going to be too far behind. Certainly, if she can pair up the numbers, it puts her right in the mix against this group. Bad Nana, a win off the claim. You don't see Salzman Jr. jump in and claim a lot of horses, right? Barn has had a real good run. And I like that there's moisture still in this racetrack. Bad Nana, another one forward. And I think was going to hold a little bit of value in race number 4. Fairly evenly matched field. I was trying to make a case for the 2, Frisky Whiskey. If you're doing some pick 3s or something, maybe hit the all button in here. I'm waiting for Frisky Whiskey to come back to the form that she had early part of 18. Last race, a little bit of an indicator, was quite willing to the wire, and this horse can definitely handle 2 turns when she's on her game.
All right, so nice starter handicap to kick off our late pick 5. You like the late pick 4 today. That starts in race 5. A nice maiden special weight for 3-year-old fillies going 7 furlongs. Let's check out your late pick 4 ticket, see how you played it.
And this race 5, to get you started, could hold the key. I go 4 deep. I'd like to go a little bit more if I could, and I probably will. 2, 6, 7, 8 on this first little ticket. The 2 adds blinkers, a little bit of a troubled debut, inside speed, works for me. You've got the 6, So Gracious, Speightstown on a little bit of a wet track. You got to love that, and a beneficial debut for that one. Firster, that's intriguing to me. We're going to talk about one a little bit later. Ortonella, and the 8, our Carlene turning back in distance. 6th race, we go 1, 2, 8. Reported first-time gelding on the 2. Tybalt could be key to that horse in race number 6. Race 7, 2 deep. Nicholas and Me and Papa Cho, and the 8th race to 3 and the 4. $24 ticket. Like I say, if you grab a friend, maybe spread a little deeper in this first leg.
That's a late-breaking first-time gelding there in race 6.
Yeah, I got that from the Stews earlier. Yeah,
okay.
A little bit earlier.
2 Tybalt gelding for Claudio Gonzalez there in race 6. All right, nice maiden special weight here in race 5. 7 furlongs for 3-year-old fillies. The 6, So Gracious, we both like. You have her on top. She's going to be one of the favorites in here. She had a very nice, impressive debut for trainer Brittany Russell. Let's show you that race from December 14th right here at Laurel. Fast track, maiden special weight. They bet her down to about 4-1 here in her debut.
And really didn't have the most comfortable of trips. Was drawn inside and was urged every step of the way. But I tell you what, this filly, a lot of heart, was able to shift out, chase the dueling leaders. And as Elverson got away at the 8th pole, you thought she might be gone, but So Gracious wasn't going to have any of that. She battles back through the final eighth of a mile. Look at this little sharp, little last 40, 50 yards. Head down, running hard to the wire. We're going to extend out to 7 furlongs. Trainer's done very well. Second time out. A little moisture in the racetrack. Speightstown. That's all you need to know. Boy, gets the sharp comment. I like that. I like the 6 right back, second out for Brittany Russell.
Yeah, she'll be awfully tough to beat. I use her in my exacta. The 8 Our Curleen, 3-year-old daughter of Curlin. She's a half-sister to a Grade 2 winner, Javert, who won the Grade 2. General George back when it used to be a Grade 2. Cal Lynch trained Javert. He trains this filly. He trained the dam, Our Fantine, who was a stakes winner. And the second dam, Cal Lynch trained as well and won a stake race with that filly. So he knows this whole family. The debut up at Park, she just needed a race. Maybe that was too short. But a big improvement in her second start when they stretched her out to a mile. Maiden special weight here at Laurel. She went off at 11-1 that day in a nice rally to get up for second. There was a little bouncing around there in the stretch that time. Her Royal Highness, I believe there was an objection on the winner. The winner survived the claim of foul, and that's a nice horse. That was a Grand Motion horse, Her Royal Highness, who came right back to win an allowance race right here at Laurel Park. So the 8 Our Curleen coming out of a strong race. You get Trevor McCarthy. I'll go with the 8 Our Curleen on top.
Yeah. Going to find herself, I think, a little further back off the pace. They were slow fractions last time. There is some speed in here, including the 2. The blinkers go on for Katie Voss. This horse took a little action in debut, ranged up, made a big move, little drift, a little more focus maybe with the blinks today. We talked about the 8-7 as a first I like by Super 99, a late foal, a June foal. Super 99, a smaller sample, but 25% right now with the first-time starters. Mare, 2 for 2 on an off track. All siblings are winners. You got a barn that kind of flies under the radar. Lasix on in debut. You got another horse here. The part of the entry, the 1, right? Arcadian Sunrise still in here. Stan, out of LO Love, Grade 1 stakes winner, multiple graded stakes placed. Has only had a few foals.
What horse you talking about again?
The plain 1.
The plain 1.
Yeah.
Okay, the plain. I thought you remembered the 1A.
Yeah, the plain
one. All
yeah,
right.
Arcadian Sunrise. So another one, well-bred. And one of those sibs is a 10-time winner. Interesting race 5. The horse to beat, definitely visually, off that debut is the 6, So Gracious. But there's a couple horses I just cannot leave off of my pick 5s and my pick 4s in here. This, to me, is still a little bit of a spread race.
You talk about the plain one. I like the 1A, Musical Mood, a filly by Awesome again out of an AP Indy mare. Corrales has something awesome for the Pegasus next Saturday. He's done well with He's Awesome again. It's just a matter of time before he hits with another one. Maybe Musical Mood is a good one. She had a nice work in the slot back in December here at Laurel. So, yeah, real deep, competitive maiden special weight there to kick off the late pick 4. You go, 3-4 deep in that race, right?
4 deep, and I'm going to grab a friend and go a little bit further, I think. That's a good base ticket we've got, those 4. I think they're the logical 4 right now for me.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 6 will kick off the final pick 3 of the day. We're going 7 furlongs. Nice first level allowance condition for straight 3-year-olds. Optional claiming $50,000. Let's start with my top pick, the 3 Hall Pass. We have a video of the 1 that would be grand, and the 8 Try for Gold. We'll get to that, but the 3 Hall Pass for Men's Grill Racing and trainer Hammy Smith. They had a nice win yesterday, right? First-time starter.
Oh, yeah, in the nightcap, right?
In the nightcap yesterday. Men's Grill and Hammy Smith are doing well together. And this 3-year-old gelding by Freedom Child, a nice win last out against Allowance Company. Was in for the tag that day, and he won. Now he's in for the allowance condition today. He's a 2-time winner here at Laurel Park. He's by Freedom Child, so he should like an off-track. Vargas will ride. I have the 3 Hall Pass on top here in race 6.
A little 2 for the price of 1, right? When you get away with that, you run for the tag and come back and get the regular straight condition. Big effort at 13-1 last time. Was short against this field. Be forward, stretching back out to the 7 furlongs. Yeah, let's take a look at the video, if we can, of the 8 and the 1. That would be grand if we could. Try for Gold, that would be grand. I like both of these horses. That would be grand this day. We're going back to the 8th of December, that Maryland Juvenile Futurity. See, that would be grand in the orange silks. Break slowly, and to the outer portion was Try for Gold, the 5-horse. A little bit of a stumble. We're going to follow both of these horses as they go along. through the opening quarter of a mile. And you're going to see the 5 up between horses in kind of the line green. The line cap is the 5 Try for Gold. This horse is going to go ahead and just kind of shuffle back off of the lead nearing the half-mile marker. And watch the 1 back there, steadying along. Just a little rank, a little tough to handle. Is That Would Be Grand. And these two actually, the 5 just drops all the way out of it. The 1 shows a little bit of willingness through the stretch. That's good enough, guys. And you're going to see that, they had some serious trouble in that race. I think they're going to bounce back today. Try for Gold. We've got McCarthy to run and make a run from off the pace. That Would Be Grand will be more focused. My top selection is going to be this late-breaking first-time gelding, Tybold, a horse that showed a lot of ability, ran a big closing run. Our Brain Trust was ridden like not on a different type of Claudio horse that they expected to stretch out and go further down the line. Things really didn't completely pan out, but I think this horse is regrouped today and still might escape a little bit of a price. Going to come down off of that 8-1 with the scratches and that late-breaking gelding.
All right, I don't have him in my top 4 picks, but I like him more now that he's a first-time gelding for Claudio Gonzalez. Been running against some tough customers last year as a 2-year-old. Let's turn the page. Race 7, a nice first-level allowance condition for 4-year-olds and upward, going 6 furlongs here in the 7th. We kick off the late daily double here in race 7. I like the 3 coming off the layoff for trainer Dale Capuano. He's 29% in a positive ROI. The 3, Nicholas and Me, you have on top. Let's see, he's coming off a long layoff. Let's show you the race from February 19th of 2018 in the mud here at Laurel.
He kind of popped the gates that day, opened up 2 or 3 lengths early on, and then says, okay, I'm going to get a little breather around the turn and take a little pressure from inner ears. The horse has kind of maintained form. We've seen bounce around to a couple different barns. So watch Nicholas and Me on the off-going, just kind of guided back out. Says, I got a little bit more left in the tank. Got away a little softer internals there, 46 and 4, not terribly demanding. This horse widens. Now, haven't seen this horse in a while. Saw a horse by the name of Tricky Lion come off of a layoff for Dale Capuano. This could be another Tricky Lion. Nicholas and Me goes ahead, might take care of all the speed tights. Maybe Victory Chimes will force the issue. Nicholas and Me, I think, just goes right to the front. You got chasers in here. Papacho, though, I think he's going to bounce back. He's faced the right kind as well. A 3rd-place finish, beating 6 last time. He'll make a run into it for Cresco and Mike Grom.
All right,
Sheldon Russell and Mike Gorm.
You go against the 1 altogether here. The 1 Sonic Boomy Jet for Claudio Gonzalez. Doesn't that well? His last few races hasn't had too much early speed. He used to have more early speed. He has a win and a second from 4 starts in the off-going. He gets a 5-pound apprentice, Adrian Flores, to ride. He's been doing okay, but tough assignment breaking on the inside, going 6 furlongs. Maybe he can break a little sharper today, be a little closer. He was a good second at this level, last out as the favorite behind Tricky Lion, and came in clipped heels there. You see in the comment line late December here at Laurel Park. So good form here at Laurel for the 1 Sonic Boomy Jet for our leading trainer. I have him on top.
Yeah, I'm going to use that horse underneath those standing exactas. I'm going to key around the 3 and the 6. They're going to be my keys in that race.
All right, Papacho, he's been good to me. He's a closer. He's a 2-time winner in the off-going. Nice win 2 starts ago with an 80 Buyers speed figure against Starter Allowance Company. 5-year-olds getting very good right now from Mike Gorm, the barn, with another long shot win yesterday. They're live here with Papacho at a decent price.
Yeah, he's going to make a run into it. And those starter types, they're good horses.
Tough, yes.
Okay. And you can couldn't quite Tricky Line had everything its own way. If a little bit of a pace tool develops up front, he's going to make an impact, no doubt.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 8 is the finale. We're going a flat mile, claiming 12,500, 4 and up. Some tough campaigners in here. Scratch the 1 and the 2. I go with the 5 on top. Monkey's Medal dropped to this level last out. A useful 3rd at 16-1. That was second race back off a brief freshening. Had all of November off. Now 3rd race back. I think Mike Gorham has him sitting on a big race. 8-year-olds won 4 times here at Laurel Park. He's made almost $350,000. He has a win, a 2nd, and a 3rd from 10 starts in the off-going. He's fired an 84 Buyer before in the off-going. That was probably a while ago. He's not that same kind of horse right now. But at this level, I think Monkey's Medal, very dangerous with Sheldon Russell.
Yeah, not a lot of speed in here. Could be a walk, then a sprint through the final quarter of a mile. I think Blaine the Kid's had just kind of taken off his game, was a little discombobulated when put in tight midway on the turn last time. The 2-back number and the 3-back number 79, 76. Horses aren't running that in this race. So I'm going to take a shot here. It was scratched out of a tougher race. Blame the Kid's going to be in the race early along with Candy Asset. I think Candy Asset today will be more forwards. First off, the Claim for Farrier, slight drop in class, but the 2-back try works for me. They're the 2 tactical horses in here. Don't know completely what to make of Dynamax Prince, of those horses up at Finger Lakes. So
Yeah.
I 3 or 4 in here for me, Stan.
All right, I'm 3-5 on my late pick 5 ticket here in the finale. A nice open 12-5 to wrap things up here on a nice Sunday fun day. The weather's perfect right now. Well, it's getting a little chilly. We'll have we'll be a little breezy this afternoon, but no rain, no snow. Main track rated good for the opener. It might be drying out some more this afternoon.
Absolutely. With that wind, I mean, getting up to about 25, 30 miles an hour at points, and jocks are going to do their best. I mean, I love it. They bring their game, and they're ready to fight the elements for us this afternoon. Good betting card. I like the card today. Let's hit a couple of these big 4s and big 5s.
Take something down.
You
Late
got
pick
it.
5 yesterday paid $9,400. Good luck today. Dave Rodman coming up next with today's scratches and changes.
Good luck.